Hey, holy shit. Holy shit. He did. No. Get away on this dude. That is an 8.5-pound channel cat. 8.5-pound channel cat. That's the biggest catfish I've ever caught. Holy hell. That's a big fish right there. He bit in like 2 seconds after me casting, and I'm just some worms. Oh, back in the water. $8.5-pound channel cat. Dude, that's my biggest channel catfish ever. He was 8.5 pounds. Good God. I didn't think they got above 5 here. Yeah, Robert, he almost got me in there. He almost hit me. That was close. Kind of feared for my life there for a second. And what's hilarious is I was like, I'm going to bring the scale today. I never bring the scale. I was like, I'm going to bring the scale today. I'm going to catch a big fish. Well, that worked out. The only thing I was using was a little 1.5 ounce weight and a little tiny 4/0 octopus hook. Thing held in there awesome. Yeah, he was freaking ready, Robert. What's up, cover? On night crawlers. And what's hilarious is he bit the first time right as the live went down because my phone overheated because it's 100 degrees out here. He bit and I missed him. I cast it in the exact same spot, and within 2 seconds of it being down there, it freaking folded over. And my phone had just cooled off enough to start the live back up. Yeah, Robert, I was kind of amazed by that, Robert. Freaking 8.5 pound channel catfish on night crawlers. What's up, MHG Fishing? Robert, the only other baits that I fish with around here would be cut bait and shrimp. But for some reason, I seem to do the best at this location with just plain old night crawlers. And I will say I have a video about going and hunting for night crawlers that's like fairly new. And I go and hunt for them in my yard because the ones that you get from here local are more used to the heat and more tolerable, so they last longer in the heat. Yeah, and so I'll tell you the rig here we got. So we got just a 1.5 ounce bell sinker and a little octopus hook, and I think it's getting a bite. Yeah, we're getting a bite on the right one again. What are the chances it's another 8.5 pound one? All right, anyways. And then the middle one, we're running on a slit bobber, just like a big old pool noodle slit bobber that I made. And then the left one is a ugly stick GX2 ultralight with 1.5 ounces and octopus circle hook. By the way, that's a really fun fight for literally anything you catch out of the river here. So little ultralight pulls, awesome, with 20-pound weight on it. My only problem is I'm not good at watching the slip bobber. Also, it's freaking amazing. There's no one out here today. Like, one person just showed up and they're not even on the pier. So I just caught that big old thing and no one's here. It's awesome. I will say I wouldn't mind another 8.5 pounder. On the ultralight rod. That'd be crazy. I will say I get to change the title of the live stream after this to my PB catfish, or channel catfish, on night crawlers. Rain, I'll check out your channel after the live stream, and if I like your content, sure, I'll give you a shout out on the next live stream. If I like your content. LM, yes, I have caught one fish, and if you rewind the live stream, I believe you can see it. It was a 8.5 pound channel catfish. But so far, a good start off for today. 8.5 pound channel cat. Honestly, I might just pack it up right now and end on a high note. Might not be a bad way to end it. Of course, I still got time to fish, so. Ooh. Apparently, I should have put the channel catfish in like a basket and kept it on the side. Every once in a while, bring it out just to get a little more viewers. What's up, Mark? As weight, everything's 1.5 ounces. The red thing, that's a pool noodle slip bobber that I made. And that, I'm waiting on all the weeds to pass by to put that back in the water. Oh. Mark, most people around here don't get to see them. It's a fairly odd thing to see. It's kind of normal in the South to use pool noodle floats, but other than that, it's kind of weird. Thanks, Mark. Yes, I have caught something. I caught a 8.5 pound channel catfish. And that's it so far. And as at the moment, I only have one rod in the water because for some reason the weeds are floating all by. It's like a weed bed got shredded up somewhere and they're all floating by. And I'm not keeping my stuff in the water to just get mangled up by weeds. Mark, about the only thing that I catch here are catfish and then freshwater drum, or sheep's head as they're called over here, but they're technically freshwater drum. It's pretty much the exact same as a saltwater drum, just freshwater. Looks the exact same almost. Well, the biggest catfish I've seen pulled out of here was an 8.5 pound one that I just caught, so. Well, the weeds are getting so bad, I'm not going to put any of my rods in the water. So right now we're either just going to wait or I'll end the live. And if I end the live and the weeds go away, I'll start it back up. But currently it's not looking like a good night, because if the weeds are going by, it gets caught in all your lines and you're constantly having to clear weeds off. So, unless it may actually be dying off. Mark, we don't really get a tide here. This is just a river. It pretty much stays the exact same all the time. So, but thanks for subbing. Well, I think I'm going to end it off here. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and subscribe. If the weeds die off, I'll start the live back up, but it's not looking very promising. So, thanks for watching.